Welcome in. Check my mic. Make sure it's on. Yes. Welcome everybody to Unique's Garden. We are going to continue today with planting my green stalks. So if you remember how this asking, howdy, welcome in. If you remember, I am using two different garden planters. So I'm using Gina's Produce with Purpose from Gina versus Gina. I'm using this to write out what I'm going to. So I used her grid paper. Howdy, Four Seasons. Welcome in. So it comes with grid paper like this. And so I used this. Hi, official Jamia. So I took that grid and I am doing basically about the size of the 3-tier green stalks. So I took that graph paper and I colored it in based on the colors of my green stalks so I know which ones I'm going to put where. Hi, the Jigs, welcome in and welcome in. So Diva, you're up late enough to finally catch one of my lives, right? My midnight lives. So each one of these is a 3-tier green stalk of the original. So this one's going to be a yellow, a pink, a blue tier. This one's going to be a blue, a pink, a blue. And then this one on the bottom is going to be 3 tiers of pink. And so I went through and I started adding in last week what I'm going to be growing in each of the tiers. Let's see, this one here. This one's going to be at the top. It's different. It's going to have some small ones. So I have a small white, have a small lavender, and I think this is a large light blue and a large yellow, which is like the lemonade one. Yes, I am a night owl, but look, I got up at 6 this morning, so this ain't gonna be very long. And so then this next green stalk set colors here, set one is going to be a yellow tier. I think it's a small yellow, a small white, a small razzleberry, like a purpley color, another small white, and then I have a large dark blue there. Jamie, you try to play it like me because I'm out here coloring graph paper to signify my green stalk tiers. So I have more. I have this set here. That's going to be I think it's a lavender. So that's going to be a small lavender row, a small white row, a large yellow row, and a large light blue. Then on this bottom section here, it's going to be a small raspberry, then 2 small yellows. Yeah, 2 small yellows, and then one of the original, the larger size for the dark blues. So that's what we've been going through. I have 2 other green stalks that one, it will probably be indoors, maybe in a garage, hopefully, because we're going to tour 2 places tomorrow. So hopefully one of these will be the one that we get. They all have large backyards, nice back patios for me to grow on, and garages. So hopefully, everybody keep their fingers crossed. One of these is the one, so I can get up out this townhouse. So, welcome in, DC. So you barely hanging on. Look, me too, for real. So, so the other 2 green stalks, one is a all leaf size one. It's going to be a 5-tier, and it already has my strawberries in it. And it has my June bearing strawberries in it. So hopefully they'll be okay. I took a peek at them since we've had all that ice and snow, and they look okay. So I'm hopeful that they made it. I did a bunch of, I covered them in sheets and in the painter's tarp. So hopefully that green stalk made it. If not, I'll just buy some more bare roots, and I'll probably do everbearing. I wanted to try the June bearing, but I can just do some more everbearing, put them in there. So it's a 5-tier green stalk that's just going to be strawberries. And then the other one will be like in the garage or somewhere. I haven't decided what I want to put in that one yet, but it is a white raspberry off and on. I think it's 2 raspberry and 3 white of the leaf planters. So yes, hope they will survive. The ones out front did okay, but the ones out front also have gotten sun since we had the big freeze. So they did okay. But the ones out back, there's no sun on the back at all. So y'all see, I'm posting a video tomorrow of me trying to get my trash can from the curb on this ice hill that I live on right now. And it's still out there. It didn't all melt like everywhere else did. It's still just a big block of ice on my back patio. It is horrid. 6'7"? 6'7", 6'7"? That's what we're doing here? So, oh, hey, Shantae G. Welcome in. I did go out today and thaw. That's what I call it. I call it thawing. The stuff that's on my front patio, since we did have sun today, it got up to 50. So that's nice. We had sun, it was 50. So I went outside and I got this thermometer here. And I watered my plants with warm water. So all my strawberries that are out there, my kale, collards, what else is out there? I had strawberries. Peppermint, sage, snapdragons, onions, and garlic. So I have all those out in my green stalks out front already, which I talked about them in the last week's live. We talked about that. So I watered them with warm water. I just did the temp of the water when I put it in the containers, and I had them at about 80 degrees. And so usually that will get the soil from like a 30, 25 degree temp up to like a 55. So I want them to start being able to uptake the nutrients from the water. So that's what I did today. It was very nice to be outside again. I felt like the only time I've been outside in the last 2 weeks is to slip and slide on ice. So that was nice. Hopefully when I go out tomorrow, everybody will be okay. I went ahead and trimmed. Oh, that's where I got the video where I pulled up the radishes. It's from when I was out there today. So I did like a little short of me pulling radishes today. For those that want to know, I am in Tennessee in zone. Okay, y'all, look, let me tell you what it is. So I say I'm 7B on the front where I get sun in the winter, and then 7A in the back because I get absolutely no sun in the winter. None whatsoever. It is completely shaded by the townhouse the entire time. So on the back patio, I always say that's 7A because it's like a little microclimate. It is freezing back there all the time. Just asking y'all we still have some left. I think it was like, I looked earlier, it was 33 right now. Yay. It's supposed to get down to like 18. So, yay. I'm so done. I was at 50 and now it's going to be 18 tonight. Howdy, Gwee. Welcome in. Yeah, it's still cold up here, but at least it's not snowing. And it's not icing. But I don't think my back patio is going to thaw anytime soon. So, yeah. But I wanted to get the ones out front, just give them some sort of nutrients. I haven't watered them in like a month. So they was sucking on whatever they had in them. So we will see. So welcome in, everyone. Howdy, sis, she is Sunshine. Welcome in. Yeah, so I use these and take the temperature of the soil, take the temperature of the water before I put it in there, and then I take a temperature after I start adding the water to try and get just a little bit of warmth in there so it can soak up some of those nutrients. So that's what I did for my green stalks out front. Okay, so we can go ahead and continue where we left off last week. So remember we got through my peppers last week. So we did, oh, I'll go through my other one. So this is my garden journal from Hanging with Kim, Kim's Cozy Corner. I got this one. And I'm using this one as, so I did my inventory in my notebook, right? So the notebook, I wrote down everything I have. I went through and marked everything I want to grow this coming up here in my notebook. And I moved it over into this journal. And so I'm marking down the things that I'm going to grow. Hopefully everything I want to grow is now in this journal. And then I'm marking down where I'm growing it. So, and, you know, that does kind of sound organized, Jamie, now that I'm listening to myself talk about it. Now that I am talking about it, it does kind of sound organized. So I have my whole inventory, then I go through in one like this and write down what I'm growing, and then I write down where I am growing it. So some of these, I'm already doing them in the hydroponics. Speaking of, I got 2 more hydroponics. My boyfriend's right here. He already know that I got 2 more systems. So, hey, babe. He already know I got 2 more systems. They already came in. I already planted them out, shoot. I was like, I should record this, but I don't have time for that. Kim's journal is, I think in her like description, she has a link to it. I think it might come through Amazon. Yeah, I think Kim's comes through Amazon. And there's a link on there. Yeah, I gotta remember. I keep forgetting to record, and sometimes like I'm just doing this. I don't have time to set up the camera. He does know. He is right here. He's watching Godfather of Harlem. Is that the name of that show? That show, the Bumpy Johnson show. So he's doing that one. Oh yeah. Look, bro. Maybe he'll get up and have to use the bathroom again and go in the live like he did last week. Yes. Look, I'm one of those. If I got it, I'm gonna share it. So no problem. And he does know, Jags. He's right there. 4 Seasons, I think he got a Mufka. I think he did get a Mufka. Yeah. I don't know what was up with that air garden, but that wasn't no air garden that I know of. So, okay. Are there any other questions? Okay. Yeah, poor Tink Tink. That's what we should name it. It was Dusty. Y'all, I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh no. He tried. That's we had to hook our good brother up there. But Tyler Toy. Got a broke air guard. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did. I mean, since you're right here, you might as well look at my new one. So I got another Sun Cozy. Y'all love these. I don't care. So my other one's black, and then I got this one, which is like a green color because it was cheaper. It was like $10 off. So I got a green one. Yeah, so like I mentioned, I don't know whose live I was talking about, but I like to move, instead of moving my big ones out into a small, into the big ones out into something else, I moved my small ones out into another system, which is probably why I now have 8. I'm about to get like 4 seasons for real. So, yeah. So I moved my petunia, and my, which one is this? Mandarina lemon balm, the lemon, cilantro, peppermint, and then these ones back here are Anaheim peppers. So I moved those into this system. And then I planted in some more herbs. And this is where I put my peppers in here. So I have, I did put some coleus in here. And then more, thanks to 4 Seasons, I have some, what are those? Quick snacks. So I have a quick snack in here that's coming up nice and cool. And jalapenos. I have this one from my grandma's garden. I took some seeds out. I don't even know what they're called, but they're purple and they're pretty. So I took them from my grandma's house. So she has dementia now, and she lives with my aunt. And so when I went for Thanksgiving, my brother takes care of her place. And so I just gathered a bunch of seeds out of her garden that was left there. So, yep. And then I planted, so this is where I put some catnip in, serrano, the spice clove basil. I planted another shishito, more jalapenos, another serrano, catnip, cayenne, and the spice clove. And so I like it. It has 20 slots. And I keep trying to tell y'all, it goes up 2 feet here. So, yes, just asking. I plant marigolds every year. In fact, up until last year, those were the only flowers that I planted was marigolds. Last year was my first year really doing big with adding zinnias, forget-me-nots, what are those? Cosmos and chicory. So I added those last year. Oh, and nasturtium and sweet alyssum. Yeah, so those are cool. So here's one that I got. This one was $55. So it actually wasn't bad. $10 off regular price. Then this is the other one I got that I didn't want, but I got it. I don't even know what the name. You ever seen this name? BAVOS? I never even heard of it, but it was like 30. So I was like, let me try. Let me see what this one is about here. So this one, I have peas, a quick snack, lemon balm, and some lettuces in here for now. So I have those in there. And then I'm using the lights for the hydroponics to grow some more okra in my crack key, some more beans, and got some onions started. So yeah. The Bubbles one, I think it's 18 inches. So it's not small, which is like, I won't get any that don't go above 18. So yeah. But it was really cheap. And it has that, what's it called? The mister thing. I was like, do I need misting for my plants? I don't know. So I was like, well, I guess they have it misting at the grocery store. But yeah, like, I don't even know if it'll show. But it has like a little thing there. And then like the mist will come up. I was like, what do I need mist? Well, it's winter right now, so I probably do. Because I've been just boiling water. And then my boyfriend got me a humidifier. Guess he got tired of me boiling water every day. Well, since we're here, we might as well go on a garden tour. Forget planning out my stuff. I'm gonna show you my stuff on the inside. Howdy, She Natural. Welcome in. Okay, so let me take y'all over here. I'll never do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm turning the light on. So y'all can see. So this is my office area. This is what I have growing over here in my office. So let me show you what they are. Let me move my fan out the way so I don't trip on it. Okay. So my shishito babies here. There's my shishito peppers. I let this one turn red because I want to see what they taste like red. I've been eating them green and they've been delicious, but I want to see what a red one tastes like. So I have these Grand Marconi. I think they're golden Marconi. Got more beans. I've been eating beans. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let some of these beans actually grow so I can get bean pods. So I get some bean pods here. Oh, thanks, Four Seasons. Yeah, because every day I literally sit right here, like this is where I'm sitting for work. And I just reach over and grab some beans and eat them. And I was like, I gotta let some of them grow. Because the whole point of me doing this during the winter was to get more beans, to grow more beans for the spring and summer. So, but yeah, they're delicious. So these are jade, these two. So it's two here. One's in with the Marconi. And this pot alone is a jade. My strawberries I had here did not make it. So I have runners in here that I've been taking outside. And I'm pretty sure that's where my spider mite issues were coming from. So I'm not bringing any more runners, even though I like washed them. I'm not bringing any more in, at least not right now. Well, I have a lot of stuff growing on, growing on, growing on in the garden now. So this was the air garden. I think I got this like 3 years ago. And I think it was, I don't know what it was. Harvest, Bounty, one of those. So I have some lettuce here, salad mix. And then this one is where I have my Venus microdwarf and skin flowers. I don't know if you can see. You see those flowers? Yay. Yeah, the harvest. That's the one it is. And then I have another golden Marconi right here, I think. Nope, this is a orange Legia here. Doing pretty good. This sucker in the back, that is a Paul's Pride, and it is wild. Like, it's so bushy. I don't, can y'all see, like, all those branches? Why are they looking like that? It took over the whole area. It's like in the back, all of this. So I think that one gets one of the normal size tomatoes. I don't even need tomatoes, y'all. I had to grow them for my boyfriend and my neighbors. So yeah, but he gets to taste them all. So that's what I have there. Here is another one of my next start of beans. This one's a dragon tongue. This is a dragon tongue. This one is a Nautica dwarf. And I like to use the hydroponic lights for them. One in the back is a purple dove. This one back here. Then I have a bait alpha cucumber. And this one, I don't know what the name. Oh, no, wait. I think it's like a VOC something. Oh, yeah. VOC RS. And I can't find it anymore. So I guess they're done making them. I don't know. But I like this one. It has a it goes up really high too. So it goes up like almost 2 feet. Well, I'm going to get to taste the dragon tongue ones because I got to taste them first to make sure I like them before I grow a whole bunch more just for the seeds. This one here is what is it? Gourmandise yellow. And these, I just planted these on the 24th. Yeah. I'm addicted to, just asking, I'm addicted. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm about to change the name of the live. I ain't planned out nothing. So I have a heavy hitter okra here. This one is a Jimmy Nardalicious, my favorite sweet pepper for right now. More lemon balm. Some romaine, probably ain't gonna do nothing. This one's a red Legia pepper, sweet pepper. I have some mixed coleus here. I'm trying to do more regular stuff. It was pretty. I want to try it. This is blue stock. It hasn't come up yet. Then we can come over this way. Oh, you know what? I got some going down. Yeah, I have more. But wait, there's more. So Someone once mentioned that like growing indoors and stuff, about the quality of lights and stuff. And I was like, what? Like, it said something about like, cause I use these clip-on lights, right? And they're cheaper. But I realized growing these, why I like these clip-on lights that got the Doc Ock tentacles on them, because I can change the height of the light for like each plant. So like how these ones in the back are higher, I can put a light that's up high and then I can put one that's up down low. So I don't have to have them all like at the same level for my lights. And I was like, that's why I like this. This is pretty cool because I can adjust like for each plant its own personal light. So in the back here, what is this? It's some beans. Kalima beans. So all these beans, they're all bush beans. Kalima, another Nautica dwarf. This one is a red swan. These here are some squashes, honey nut squashes. I can't remember where I got them from. I might have got them from Broke. I'm not sure. But honey nut squash, those are definitely not going to stay in indoors. So that's what I have on that one. So this section here, then that up there, and then over here is where I have the next set. Like, remember, this is like all in my office. This is why I get so distracted at work. I just turn around, start start playing with the plants. So, okay, so this one is a Tiny Tim. He was once very tiny, and he has liked it up here where he gets light from these hydroponics better than when he was down on the bottom shelf. This here is my Jimmy Nardalicious. It's doing wonderful. I think this was the one last week or the week before that I found out was a Jimmy Nardalicious because I thought it was a Gold Marconi. And then I looked at the tag and it said the Jimmy Nardello. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited because they're my favorite sweet peppers. So as you can see, I have some coming. And as usual, I grow lots of things in 6-inch nursery pots. I mean, I don't want to be like, if you're a beginner gardener, don't do it. But it takes a lot more than what, it takes a lot more maintenance if you're going to grow in smaller pots. And so, Jegs, I'm going to put all of these pots that I have here, all these small pots, they're all going to be in those paint strainer bags. So probably by the next time I go live next week, they're going to be in the paint strainer bags. But yeah, they take a lot more nutrition and maintenance if you're going to try and grow plants that are like this size. So this size in a 6-inch pot. So the same with these over here, with these shishito peppers. They're in a small pot, so I basically have to water them every other day. So yeah, so Jimmy Nardalicious is here. Then here's my original Black Sun Co system. So you can see it's still not all the way up as high as it can go. But I do have some really big trees in here right now. So I have, this was my first quick snack. I have no idea what it's supposed to look like. So Jacqueline, Four Seasons, if you're in here, is this what it's supposed to look like? You see those little cucumbers growing on there? Is that about right? I just put things on there for it to hold on to and let it do things. So there is this. Very adorable. This one here is Orange Hat. So it started putting out its blooms. I think there's a couple, there's a couple that are actually got itty bitty little maters right there. This is cinnamon basil. And you see I've been picking on it because I have it in tea. I like to have it fresh too in tea, so I don't even wait till I dry it. I have a bunch dried that I have mixed with lemon balm and strawberry leaf to make a tea. But I've just been doing the cinnamon basil like fresh tea. It's really good. this one here. Oh, wait. Okay, so I finally saw the difference between a dwarf and a micro dwarf. So this one is a dwarf, and it's a velvet night. Look at the size of this trunk. I was like, goodness. I'm gonna have to take it out soon. I don't know. It's getting too big for its hole. So yeah, it's thick down right there. It's real thick. And it's tall and it's still growing. I'm like, oh goodness, okay, that's dwarf. And then this one is a micro dwarf. And it's like, oh, it's adorable. They were both planted same day. Same day. So this one is, yes, Velvet Night Dwarf. It's getting its flowers. It's getting its bloom soon. I accidentally broke a leaf here, but I mean a stem. It'll be fine. I have things helping keep it balanced up. Also, I have strawberry spinach. So this one I'm leaving in here. This is where I had all of those other ones like the petunia and the peppermint and all those that I put in the new Sunco system. I left the strawberry spinach because it kind of likes the shade, I'm thinking, because it's doing much better since it's been underneath these tomato plants. So I'm leaving it there. And then I planted some white alpine strawberries in these two from seeds. So we'll see how that one does. More lemon balm, because I love lemon balm. I planted another strawberry spinach here. And that one. Now, this roselle, I asked Cece for some more, for some seeds, because I think I don't think it's going to make it. It's getting kind of dampened off down here. So it's made it this far, but I don't know if it's going to make it. I only have one seed left. So I asked CC to send me some, but goodness, it is taking, I don't know if you got, it's all in there. It's all of this. So if he makes it, I'm going to pull it out. Pull it out if it makes it, and I'll put it in a pot. So yeah, there's that one. But I mean, it's still doing good. All the leaves feel good. The color's nice. So I'm hoping it makes it. Hoping that it doesn't all the way dampen off. Maybe an open back up. This here, I think it's another Golden Marconi, but who knows? It might be a Jimmy Delicious for all I know. I can see where I kept like covering over it, and I don't even think this is the original sticker that was on it. But I'm getting some peppers, whichever one it is. So that's the top shelf on this plant stand. I absolutely maximize space, y'all. 3 feet, yeah. I guess we'll see. It's gonna be, yeah. It definitely is getting bigger. I had never seen the two types right next to each other before. So that's wild. This one was like, yeah, I'm putting out my tomatoes right now at this itty bitty size. And this one was like, I still got more to grow. Thank you, See Natural. Yeah. Next row. Okay, so this, I don't know if I remember from last week, is grown a lot. This is the other orange hat that I had with this one. And I had two in the same sponge. And so I pulled one out, put it in some soil, and that one's growing here. Yeah, it's a lot smaller. Then I have some cinnamon basil in there with it. Some Kalima beans, some more bush beans. This is a Grand Marconi pepper back here. This is Muscote bean, more bush beans. In the back is another kind of bush bean, but I don't see the tag, but just know it's a bush bean. And like I said, during the winter, I like to grow bush beans to get more beans because I'll buy a pack of beans. You know, I might only have like 10 beans in there. And so then I grow some during the winter so that I get more beans to plant for in the spring and summer. Yeah, thanks. Oh, yeah, I don't know if y'all saw, watched my one where I did the, let's see, it's a little wet. My avocado. You see, its stem is up. Now, I think this was the one that I didn't know which way to plant it, and I did it sideways, and it came up. So y'all said it was going to come up. It did. It came up sideways, and so now I got a little stem popping up. The other one hasn't come up yet, but I'm sure it will. So this is for this avocado, and I have 3 more avocado seeds that I'm going to get ready to plant for next year, too. Thanks, Shantae. This here is another quick snack. This one I started in soil, so I want to see the difference. As you can tell, there's a big difference. Started the same day as I did this one that's now here. So he's coming from that back slot, going all the way up. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm in this townhouse and I have that HOA. So this is what I have to do. This is a jalapeno. Ooh, a lemon tree. Are you gonna try and grow from seed, or are you gonna get I don't know what they're called, a started plant? I have some cracky lettuce here hanging out. Because I needed the room. I had it on the other side where my new hydroponic systems are, but I needed some room, so I stuck it over here. It gets plenty of light, and I think it's going to seed now. Now it's getting too much light. And so I have 2 cucumbers in here, 2 bait alphas. So this one is going all the way up. It's tied in with all of my lights. See the white lights that I have on the plant stand, and these 2 have entangled themselves, and then they go all the way up the next level. So both of them are now, well, one's on the second level, so this one here is on the second level. Howdy, Mike. Welcome in. So here's the second. So there's one there, and then there's another one. So this one has joined in with this one, and this one has gone all the way up. And behind here, behind the whole stand, and now it's growing up this way. And it's wrapped itself around there. I was like, are you trying to start a fire? Like, does it like the feel of the electricity? Like, I need to take this one off because this one looks like it's trying to start a fire. But that one's fine. He can hold on to there. But yeah, so it's going all the way through, coming through, going down through there, and through there. So it's having fun out here growing. So this cucumber is going to end up with the quick snacks over here in a minute. Yep. Okay, so Tender's okay, but I don't know if you can see. Look, he is attached to the metal part of the light. I was like, I don't think this electricity. Is he a conductor? Like, I don't want to start a fire. I already got enough, all this stuff plugged in as it is. I want to trip some circuits. But so yeah, this is my office area. And I would be like, excuse the mess, but now I watch everybody's videos. I'm like, yeah, this is normal. All this stuff for my garden. I don't have all the storage space or garage or anything. So everything is right here. And as you can see, I be stocking up. Look, if I see something on sale, I stock up. I don't be messing around. And then there's like all my waters that I use for fertilizing. Right? It looks normal, right? So this one I had some mosquito bits, and it has the grow in it, and it has protect, which is something I just added to give it some, what's like silica or something. That one, and then because I don't use it in the hydroponics, but I use it for my plants like the peppers and the cucumbers that are in pots. And then for this one, I have just straight water only This one I use for the beans. And then this one over here is, oh, I'm not supposed to have 2 mosquito bits over here. So this is another mosquito bit. This one is grow 2. Over here, it's supposed to be a bloom over here. Because I put bloom in the Sunco's system. But, oh well. I did this last night when I was asleep. I was going through, when I was asleep, when I was tired, going through and filling up all of my gallon jugs for the day. So yeah, I have lots of things like neem oil and random plant foods and bone meal and blood meal. And here's the stuff I use for the hydroponics. So I have the Super Thrive Bloom, I have Super Thrive Grow. Then I have CalMag. And then this is the one that I just got, the Protect that has the silica in it. So we'll see. All of those. Okay. Well, y'all want to see more of my garden tour because I still have garden stuff left, or do you want me to get to what I'm supposed to be doing here, which is doing my garden planting? Howdy, Can Chen Sing, something like that. U.S. I'm in the U.S. Well, just ask and said it first, so y'all get to stay with the garden tour. Okay, y'all. So sad. None of my cantaloupes made it. That's the last one. It's done. So, oof. Last one. But my watermelon is doing amazing. I don't know why. I don't know. So I think maybe I started them in too big of a pot to be indoors. I don't know. But it's like they weren't sucking up any nutrients in my cantaloupes. Pretty sad. But it's okay. I'll try again. Probably when we get to the new place. So my broccoli is doing this. It's in a crack key system. Have some lettuces in the crack key there. But yeah, look, isn't this adorable? My it's a, what is it? Bush sugar baby watermelon. So that one actually seems to be doing pretty good. It's almost one. My 11-month-old avocado tree that I grew from seed. That one is here with these super huge leaves on the top. Thank you, Four Seasons, my little buddy here. You can see my setup in the back. So it's like this on the back side, and then I have my work table, and now my work table has hydroponics on it. Last week y'all forced me to eat some of my moringa. Y'all forced me to eat some of my dwarf moringa. It was good. I've been eating it all week. So it's there. Here's another bean. Let's see, which one is this? It's a purple dove bean. Another dwarf moringa there. Some cilantro. My carrots. So I have carrots. These were part of the wig challenge. So I guess they're doing okay. They're in this little pot doing things. This over here, I'm actually getting cucumbers on this one, which is a pick a bushel cucumber. And I can't remember if it's parked on a carpet, so I've been manually pollinating them. So I got one there, and then there's one on the back side, back there, and over here, like this. Oh, I guess it's doing okay. I don't know. That's that side there. Any tips on growing sharp? Ooh, from seed? Nah, I can't help you with that one. I can grow strawberries from other runners, just great. From seed? Nah, I'm trash at it. Yeah, Four Seasons. Maybe you can help. I put mine in the fridge. I did get some to grow from strawberry seeds from my seeds from outside, but they didn't keep growing, so that was sad. They didn't make it very long after I got them to germinate. Yeah, I heard the alpine were small, Mike. This is my first citrus. So see my paint strip in the bag. I said, alpine are a waste of time. So it's getting like new growth. I don't know if it's supposed to. I don't know anything about it, but it's a calamondin. So yeah, it's putting out new things. I don't have it in any other light other than the light that's in my dining room. But I did put grow lights in my dining room. I took out the regular lights and put grow lights in there. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they're doing good over here. But yeah, it didn't have any other lights with it. Yeah, the crowns and runners, that's the way to go for real with strawberries. Now, this one, this is, well, it was once a Nagami kumquat and it is no more. Uh, I don't know if the bottom took over, but whichever one it's grafted to, I've like pulled, like tried to get this to stop growing. All of these. Oh, you see, Jacqueline. See, I was like, oh, I had those in there. I was trying to bring it back to life, and I did get this part to come back to life, um, watering in there. But the top part, I think it's gone. I don't know. This part's still green. It's still green here, but this top part here is kumquat. If anybody has any recommendations of what I can do, yeah, this whole top part of it, it's gone. This part's still green. And I've been watching it, like at this line is where it's still alive, I guess. It's been like this for about a month now, and it hasn't gone past this line. So I think this one, oh yeah, you saw my pipette too. Yep. So I think maybe if I can get, but this part down here that is attached to the little dwarf orange tree thing, these keep growing. And I might just be like, I guess I'm just going to grow some of these, whatever these tiny oranges are. I don't know. But there's that one. And this is the one I have bought for my boyfriend for Christmas. And his didn't make it, but my random calamondin did. I didn't mean to laugh, babe. It's not funny. I'm sorry. You see the grow lights back there? Okay, so there's still more. Still more, y'all. I really do have a whole ton of stuff growing. My corn, it's part of the wig. So got corn growing over here. It doesn't do very great. It's not very sturdy. So I don't know. But it's over here. That's all I can say about it. Okay, we should come back from the green part. Careful on those ties. They can strangle. Ooh, okay. So I can prune the dead part. Sounds good to me. I know I do have a million grow lights. Because, like I was mentioning before, like each plant basically gets their own light at their own height. So it's my Doc Oct over here. It's like a trillion of them. But I can put the light exactly where I see where it's needed to be. So I can be like, oh, nope, that one needs light down there. So I'll push it down. Oh, yeah, and this is my moringa. And it sprouted. No, my mullein. So my moringa's growing and my mullein sprouted. Look at it. Yay. I know I'm wild growing corn indoors. I'm a nut. I wanted to see if I could do it. So it's still growing. That's about all I can say. My okra is doing better. I was watching a clip. What is it called? A short that GT Junior had did when they first started the wig, and G Mama I think was talking about how if the plant gets too much fertilizer, it'll get real dark and then start turning color. I was like, I bet that's what's wrong with my okra that I have in the crack key. And since it's not, since it's a whatever called, I forget what the word is, the hydroponic system that don't move. So since it's like that, I went out and I changed out the water that I had in here that had like the fertilizer in it. And so I put inside just some regular like filtered water with some what's that stuff called? Hydrogen peroxide in there. And it's doing so much better. It's basically come back. So like this is a new leaf. And I did that like earlier this week. I was like, yep, G Mama was right. So now this one's a new leaf there. And it looks like I might be getting a bud on here. Yes, don't have to worry about a lot of the other things. So yeah, so this one I was like, too much fertilizer. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So now it's growing better. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. This one are 2 golden Marconis that are in the crack key system too. So I'm gonna change out this water and do like a very light fertilizer on there. Yep, don't. So I was talking to my boyfriend today about because trying to figure out how we keep getting random little, just like tiny issues with spider mites. And y'all, I was like, look, they attach to your clothes when you be outside and you come in, or like I had spider mites on my chamomile. That's what I was supposed to plant yesterday. Now I gotta find a spot for some chamomile. For chamomile, that spider mite infestation that just took out the whole plant. But I thought I cleaned everything. Like I was like, maybe there was like some spider mites left on the walls or something. And I was like, and then them doggone gnats, they be like transporting the spider mites. And I was like, man, them gnats is like, they pull up and be like, anybody call for gnat taxi? And then the spider mites climb on their back and fly over to my peppers or fly over to my cucumbers. And I'll be done. I'll be like, ugh, at least I ain't got to worry about other ones. So that's why I was like, I'm done with these gnats. So that's why I started with the strainer bags. I do have a strawberry here that, well, it germinated. Let's see if I can pull it up here. That I put in crack key. If you can see, this one is from a strawberry seed that I took off a strawberry that I had growing outside. And so, oh, thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, it's in there. So this is about the limit of my strawberryness growing from seed. I haven't been able to get past this stage. So I'm hoping I get past this stage with one. Let's see if we can get that back in there. And then I have some beans over here, of course. Dragon tongue and red swan. Then on the bottom here, I just have a sweet potato stuck in dirt, and it has roots down there. So I'll be getting some slips soon, because my other one has already gave me some slips. So yep, it does have roots because I'm nosy and I be digging around in there. So, so yeah, so that's this side. And pretty much almost everything that's over here is part of the wig hashtag WIG 2025 challenge, except for the pick a bushel cucumbers and my 1-year-old avocado tree. Everything else is part of wig. So, woo. And then here's the back side of these two over here. Yep. Well, wait, there's more. I'm almost done, baby. Okay. So this side over here, I have my beet. I have a hydroponics just for beets, for all my beet experiments. Oh yeah. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta make sure like that whatever I'm doing, like I'm not making things worse. So, because I'm always doing experiments. And so I gotta wait and see if things get better. So over here is where I had the chamomile. And then I noticed that these beets had some on it. And I was like, dang, nabbit, where'd they come from? So I think I talked about it last week. Or I was talking maybe the week before, or in my garden tour video. I don't know. They all run together. But I'm looking at how the beets grow. And so this one grew in hydroponics. So it's not very thick, but I wanted to see how the root grew. Because I noticed that they had that really thick red root that came from the beet. It was like the tap root or whatever. And it seemed like that's what became the beet. And so I've been trying to see if I pull it up out of the water or out of the sponge, will that continue to grow? And I'm not really sure yet. But they did react. I went ahead and washed them all with some soap and water and turned the lights out on them. Here I had onions. They didn't do very good. But I still have one that's hanging on. Now these beets here that are still growing. You see where like the red root part that goes down like that? Like that's what keeps growing into the beet. That becomes the beet. You see like that? And so I'm thinking if I just keep doing that, lifting it up out, you see where it is down there? It will just keep growing into a beet. So that's what I'm testing over here in my beet hydroponic system. So I don't like the taste of beets. They taste like dirt to me, but my boyfriend likes them and they're supposed to be good for his blood pressure. So I take the leaves and I dry them and then I grind them into a powder form. So that's why, and that's another reason why I have so many beets, because I take the leaves and I make powder for my boyfriend. So down over here, it's some more couple beets. See, and I'm trying the same thing. If I just pull it out to see if the root actually becomes the beet. So I want to see how big I can get these beets. So yep. And then back here is, I think it's another golden macaroni. Yep, another golden macaroni. It's starting to get its flowers, but it's just hanging out in the back. Back here, just using the light from the hydroponic systems. This is the one, this is as high as it gets, which is why I'm like, I'm never getting anything that is this small again, because it's pretty much all I can grow. I can grow some beets and some lettuce over here, but tons of beets. I have a sweet potato just in a little dish of water. We got a little slip going on there. I change out the water often. I just stick a little air stone in there. I have this one. It's on a little timer. I have a little machine here. So it's on a timer. It gives a little oxygen going through the water. I keep a fan on it to keep it moving. Seems to be doing okay. I put this one and the one in the dirt at the same time. So this one already has a slip coming up. This is my, what I call this? My medicinal herb one. A lot of these I got from Soul Diva. Soul Diva, you still in here? She probably went to bed already. But so this medicinal herb one, I got these seeds. Some of them came from You Grow Row and Soul Diva. So I have Horehound here. It sprouted, coming up. Let's see, I planted these out on the 19th. This one, Borge, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. This one is Lemon Mint. I don't see anything happening there. This toothache plant, I actually ended up redoing, like cleaning out this whole system and using some, where's my Dawn spray? This stuff. I used a little bit of this spray on the sponges because they had like some sort of like a film on them. And the reason why I had the air stones in there is because the pump went out. And the pump went out on both of these. So I just have this one running right now. And so I had to go ahead and get it. I didn't have to. I was just going to get rid of them. And I was like, I'm not going to get rid of it. They have really good lights. And they're the ones that flip up. So I was like, I am not getting rid of this system. So I got the air stones for it. And now everything seems to be much better. So now there's movement in here because literally, y'all, I was taking one of the little stake things like these. Let me show you. I had these and I would go in there and I was like, make bubbles, spinning it all around. And I did that for like a week and I was like, I'm done. And then I took a straw and I was like blowing in it to blow bubbles in there. Y'all, I was really trying really hard to keep these plants alive. Knowing I didn't have to, but I still was doing it. So now I have this and the water's nice and clear. So here I have evening primrose coming up. Bee balm. I just planted the stevia today. So there's stevia there. There's lovage in the back. Valerian. More bee balm. And oregano. So, and then that is all. So finally we're done. It always takes me like an hour to go through a whole garden tour. So I hope y'all liked it. I'll continue with the garden planting next week. I have plenty of time. Baby, you watching me on the TV while I'm watching? So I have plenty of time. Hopefully we get our place tomorrow. We find a place that we like. We're touring 2 places. Because as y'all can see, I have filled this bottom floor to the max. I had to apologize to my boyfriend. I was like, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I really do need some room because it's so much here. So much growing. So, but thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back next Friday with finished planning out my garden, my greenstalk garden. But maybe it'll be easier if I know like where I'm going to be. I can start working on like an actual backyard garden plan. So keep your finger crossed, y'all. Hope we get one of these places. So, and as I like to say, hey, if y'all like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.